Hello everyone and welcome back to Horses of Hoofprint Bay, where we are here on day 10. We have our two horses. We have Alicia and we have Tilly, who does have an exclamation mark. I suspect that's because we did overwork her slightly the previous day. I'm curious just how bad the effects of that exhaustion are gonna be. Let's take a look at that. Oh, wow. Okay, yeah. That's a very severe penalty. I was wondering just how significant it was going to be, and it looks like it halved her stats. All right, so don't overwork your horses at all, ever, in this game, which is very fair. You know, it makes sense. But I have a feeling that we probably don't want to worry about competing with her today. Yeah, not treated. How do we treat this, actually? Okay, so it looks like you pretty much just have to work very carefully and rest up, so I think we'll probably just not do too much with Tilly today. Oh, I was hoping that we could breed her, but we might want to wait until the next day. I am glad that there's a consequence, and I think it's interesting to see what that consequence was, but man, yeah, no, yikes, that is probably never going to be worth it, and I think that's a good thing, because, again, you don't want to be overworking your horses. We'll probably just worry then about... That's not what I wanted. I want to compete here. We'll probably just worry then about having Alicia compete. I don't think Tilly's gonna be able to do too much with her stats so low, so yeah, let's just bring Alicia this time. All right, here we go, and... should be first, that's good. Let's try this competition now. I don't know if our stats are maxed. I did do some training with Alicia here, so hopefully her stats are pretty good still, but I know we were having trouble with them dropping, so we'll see. All right, final stretch here. Let's try to jump these. So far, so good. I don't know if we're gonna get another pool here. I don't want to push her too hard. Yeah, we're at risk of it. Oh, darn it. Yep. I think when you're tired, you have a tendency to miss things more because you're focusing both on not overexerting and on trying to do the course. So that's why it's going to be easier to do at the higher strength level where we don't have to stress about that as much. But oh well, it happens. At least we still did well in the lower level here. Oh, we do have another schooling boarder we can take on. I think I will do that. I'm tempted to also take on Angelique. Because that's part board is easy. You don't really have to do anything. Yeah, for 3 days, I think I'm just going to take both of these guys on. Let's go ahead and see. That's not going to be too bad. So we have, that's Alicia, Tilly, of course. Okay, we have Deegan, I think. Let's go ahead and get you tended to. You are our schooling board. Okay, so we want to make sure that we get you well tended to. Another very pretty horse. I do like how the coats look in this game. They're really very, very aesthetically pleasing. And how far do we have to train you up? Little ways. So let's see if we can maybe make friends here. And then do some training with you. All right, we've done quite a bit of training today here with Deegan. He's doing pretty well. He's still a little bit stubborn at times because we don't have our confidence completely full, but that is fine. I think this will probably finish off his actual training. He's got quite the endurance too. I just realized how high that bar is. But we want to work mostly on his strength, I think, because that was a lot lower starting out with. But he is doing very, very well. You can see we've got our confidence up. There we go. We should be able to just finish out this course, and then I'll take a look at where he's at, probably give him some food, and we should be good to go. I definitely do like the border system, because I feel like you don't have your whole stable full most of the time. So it's nice to have some other horses around. Okay, he is very, very hungry. Let's make sure we get him some food. But yep, you can see we have gone above and beyond on his training. 38 and 72 were the goals here. So that That should be good for him. We just want to make sure that we give him enough exercise, that he doesn't become explosive. Also, this is Angelique. We don't have to do a whole lot with her because she's just a part board. We just need to make sure that we keep her fed here, I believe. So that shouldn't be too hard. She's very pretty, very, very pretty horse, though. All right. Now, hopefully Tilly is feeling a little better. I feel bad about putting her through that because that was a lot. Man, I think that's just from how many horses we have right now, but it feels like there's a lot of manure there in the stable. But hopefully Tilly's feeling better. It looks like Alicia's doing pretty well. I did get her stats back up, so that is good. She should be competition ready here. And Tilly is feeling much, much better now. We are playing the demo, which caps out at day 25, so if we want these guys to be able to have foals before the demo is up, we might want to consider breeding soon here. I think we might breed Tilly today. I want to get her stats trained a little bit first, but her endurance or her exercise is very good, so I think that we can still work her in a day that we would breed her. I think it's just that you can't both compete and breed in the same day. I hope I'm not wrong about that, but I am going to try to raise her stats a little bit. Let's also make sure that Deegan is in good shape here. Oop, missed a little bit there. He's such a pretty horse. I love his coloring. But he should be good on his training. We just want to make sure that we take care of him enough so that he doesn't get explosive. And Angelique is good as well. I think we mostly just need to make sure that she has food every day and green if she's being exercised and losing body condition. Yep, her stamina is holding, and there we go. First place again. Some of the NPCs do place at 28 seconds, so that's pretty good, but we can usually still beat that. Here we'll have to pace ourselves a little bit more, though. All right, I think we need to pick up the pace a little bit here. Perfect, just in time. Oh, darn it. Okay, yeah, that was on me. That was just me missing the jump. Oh, goodness. It's definitely easier when you can just have them gallop most of the way and not have to worry about it. Did she go all the way back down to a trot without me noticing? Yeah, no wonder we're doing so fine on stamina. All right, that was kind of a bum run anyway. It's definitely easier when you can just have them gallop the whole way and not have to worry about it. It's the stamina management that starts to make things tricky. Oh yeah, we have more scooping to do apparently. Now let's see. I want to do some training with Tilly here and see if we can get her stats all the way up, hopefully. Okay, we have most of Tilly's stats pretty full here, so I think we do want to see if we can breed her. I could train up her endurance a little bit more, especially because her potential for it is so high, but I think I don't want to risk her running out of energy. I don't know what the threshold actually is, so let's take a look here. We should be able to... Okay, so only Alicia's done for today. That's good. Let's have Tilly be here. Let's see. So we've got some options. Ooh, Bento has really good stats. I think we'll try to go for Bento here because we want to see. I want to see just how good of a foal we can have here, and we know that that Tilly already has very, very good endurance. So let's see, with 93 strength and 90 endurance, we might actually be able to max that out because I think the foals usually inherit a little bit more. Let's go ahead. There we go, and now she should be expecting. All right, before we wrap up for the day, there's one more thing that I want to do, and that is to upgrade the stables. So that'll give us up to space for 8 horses, although it will cost a little bit more to run. I think that is fine. I am kind of breezing through things here because we showed a lot of the basic gameplay in the previous episode, and I know you'll want to see the babies. So let's go ahead and we'll start a new day here. Oh, we've got 2 pens now. Okay. We got to make sure that we muck them out, though, because goodness sakes alive. All right, let's give everybody hay here, because they have eaten it all up. Oh, nice. We have the hose now, so we don't have to hand fill every single bucket. However, we are starting to run out of food, I think. This can hold a lot. All right, but I'm going to move my horses over here just so that we can keep a better eye on them. Let's go ahead, get you guys ready. I do think that we will have Tilly in competition because she doesn't have to be at low activity until she's 4 days into her pregnancy. And we check on her here, she's due on day 19. That should give us time to see the foal and still have a little bit of time left because again, we are playing the demo, which is free but does have a limit on how many days. You can only go till day 25. Let's get Alicia ready as well. Admittedly, I am tempted to have her have a baby at some point too, because I think it would be kind of fun to see, you know, she's our first horse. It'd be fun to let her continue her bloodline as well. Maybe we will, but I think that we want to make sure that that Tilly qualifies for medium first, so that we don't completely lose out. I guess I didn't really need to give you food. But we will exercise you today as well so that you don't become explosive, going back to your owner here. But yeah, I think I'll try to qualify Tilly for medium today. Probably, and then you are doing fine. It doesn't look like you need any food here. I think we just need to keep you normally fed. So I think we'll qualify Tilly for medium, and if we keep Alicia out of competition today so that we can make sure that Tilly for sure gets first, because I think we're going to be our own our own biggest competition here in placing, then maybe we should breed Alicia today. You should be good to just run the whole way though, as long as I don't beef it tragically somewhere here. Okay, we're good. Wow, we really did not need to sweat it. Those times were very much higher than ours. They took a lot longer, so we're good. We got that 600. But yeah, now we should be qualified for medium. Tilly does have higher base strength. She has, even though hers isn't extremely high, it's an 81 compared to Alicia's 75. So that is still very helpful. I think we probably do want to feed these guys as well, but I think we will see if we can breed Alicia here as well, because Tilly's already pregnant. We have different horses this time, it looks like. Bento is still there. I think I'm going to go for Aladdin here and just see. His stats aren't extremely good, but because I don't think that Alicia is going to be a super stat horse anyway, I think we'd have to breed through generations to start having a high stat line from that, and we're just not going to have the time for that in the demo. I want to see what pretty colors we can get, and he looks like he's a little bit similar to hers, so yeah, I think actually quite similar, so we'll see. We'll see what the babies end up looking like. I also do want to check on our boarders here, and I think we'll go ahead and take on Knight and Fiona because they are both schooling boarders for not too many days. So let's go ahead, and that'll actually fill up, I think, our second field here. Yeah, I think, did they all go in that one? Yeah. So we will have to take care of these guys and train them up, get to know them a little bit, but that should be good, and that'll be a little bit of extra income, because the main thing is with our two actual horses that we own pregnant, we're not going to be doing any competing for several days in the future here. Oh, you like your chest scratch? There we go. So I'm going to do a little training with Fiona here. She's the second horse we brought in for schooling, but I just wanted to point out, look how high her confidence already is. That was just after a little bit of petting and no training. She came to us a very confident horse, which is extremely helpful. We'll just try to keep that confidence high, because I think you do fail schooling if their confidence is below the point that it started at, which has never really been a problem for us. But when it starts that high, it feels like it could be more of a possibility if somebody beefs it right at the very end. But she's doing really well. It's nice to have a horse that's listening well, because I think we're gonna have to take a second day on Knight's training just because he was a little bit less cooperative and also did not have a whole lot of stamina starting out. Alright, so it looks like Deegan and Angelique both went back home. We got a good amount for the schooling fee for Deegan, and then Angelique was just a part-time, so she didn't have any schooling or any of that. Let's see if we have any new boarders while I'm thinking of it. No requests, alright. Wild, alright. But we can at least do competition, because as for our two mares, they shouldn't be at a point where they need to rest up just yet. I also did buy some more food yesterday just because we had we had quite a bit that that needed to be bought. So let's get these guys competition ready and see how they do. They should both be able to compete in both categories now, so that is gonna be nice. Oh, did Alicia? Does she have explosive right now? What the heck? I thought... Oh, I guess she didn't compete. Yeah, okay. All right, well, we'll run her a little bit. Usually when I have a horse that is explosive, I'll just let them do the free lunging, and that way if they run, it doesn't matter. We can do that until the explosiveness is treated, and hopefully she'll still be allowed to compete once it's treated. There we go. All right. I'm glad that they don't let you go into competition like that. But hopefully, okay, perfect. Yeah, we can put both of them in here and start a competition. I'm glad that they don't let you find that out by entering the arena. That would be bad if they did. All right, here's Tilly for the finish line. 27. I don't know if I've ever broken 28 seconds before. That's pretty cool. Let's see about Alicia. Also 20. They tied for first. That's hilarious. I was gonna say, as long as we don't make dumb mistakes, I have a feeling our greatest competition here is gonna be ourselves. This one's gonna be a little bit more of an endurance test, though, especially for Alicia. But Tilly should have slightly higher endurance, and hopefully that'll help us here. Oh, darn it. Yeah, I was trying to go a little bit faster there at the end, but that bit us in the butt. It would be third. It would be third, even if we beef it with Tilly. Well, at least in third. We still do have to pace ourselves, but not quite as much. We can do a little bit more running here. I'm still trying to take the jumps at a canter just to make sure that we're not overexerting ourselves entirely here. But hopefully we'll estimate this a little too conservatively and be able to run harder in future races. No, darn it. All right, but that was at least a timing misjudge. We are actually doing extremely well on the energy here. We could have played a lot more aggressively. And she got second, nevertheless, with that. All right. Sorry, Alicia, to boot you out of your one ranking there. Although I guess we had somebody else who placed ahead of us at that point too. Yeah, I mean, I'm glad for the second. We placed in medium. That's a good thing. And I think we could run harder the next time too, which is also a really good thing. With that prize money, these are not expensive. I think we'll go ahead and build that field there. That's not bad at all, actually. We have most things upgraded. I don't know what happens if you... Okay, different training courses. I guess we can try to upgrade that at some point if we get to that point. That's not upgradable in the demo, and I don't know... Oh yeah, you technically can have staff in this. Right now we just have Laura, who seems to be oh, we don't have her currently employed, but okay, we could employ her. Or just a little pocket money. This is probably one of the local kids. So we can give a small task for a small reward. Yeah, you know what? We'll go ahead and we can... Oh, interesting. Let's have her tend to Tilly, just so that, because Tilly's probably going to be our main competition horse, and that way we'll still have to worry about giving her grain, but that's kind of flexible anyway. That's pretty cool, though. I like that you can have employees and stuff, especially as you get into the full game. I bet you're going to have more horses and more to do, and those employees are going to be really, really helpful. All right, it's day 14. We got to muck out the stables here, but you can see that we now have our field as well. And what that is going to do is that's going to let these guys graze and exercise without us having to actually feed them, although they can get a little bit dirtier considering they're out there rolling around in the mud, as Fiona here is demonstrating. But yeah, you can see also she's got that little bit of exercise just from running around outside. So she will not become explosive as long as we just let her chill in this field. Now, what this does mean is that we'll have slightly less energy for the day, but I think this is going to be a good place to keep our horses in training, because once we're done training them, we don't want to have to worry about them accidentally becoming explosive if we forget to run them on the lunge course for a day. So speaking of schooling, let's look at her office here. See if we have any boarders. We do. All right, so Mowgli and Bento. I think we'll take both of them on, because that's going to be good for us to earn a little bit of cash, especially with some of our mares pregnant. So you did go on this one. Perfect. Let's make sure that we get you guys brushed as well, and then we'll go get the others ready for their competition, because I don't think either of them are at a point where they have to have light activity just yet. So this is Mowgli. Where is your... There's your sweet spot. I like that they all have a slightly different spot that they like being scratched in. That adds so much personality. I just think that's so fun. You can do this a few times. You actually started with pretty high confidence as well, so that's going to be nice for training. Oh, Lupin is here. Hello. And then Bento. Oh, you're also very pretty. I like the black and white coloration. I think is really, really cool. Oh, goodness, Lupin. Lupin, I need to be able to see you, sweetheart. Alright, competition time it is. Let's see how these guys do. And 28 even, alright. And 28-29, which is second. Alright, I think I was slightly slow to get to galloping there, but perfect. We got 800 for that. That's always nice to see. Alright, we're staying slightly more conservative with our energy here. We're right at the end. One more jump, though. We gotta be careful. And right to the end. Come on. No faults, Kurt. Well, I mean, nobody else has run yet, so I guess we are in first by default. But that's not a bad time. That could be a winner, honestly. Now with Tilly, we can go a little bit more all out. I think we can take some of these. Oh, darn it. Yep. I was gonna say I wanted to slow down, and then I just didn't have time on the ground. All right, well, Tilly's probably not gonna place today then, but that's fine. We can push her limits a slight bit more. I don't think we're gonna be able to gallop the full course with her, but we had quite a bit more energy left over than I expected last time, so we can probably afford to be a little bit more aggressive. Okay, I beefed a couple of jumps because we were galloping a lot harder, but we had energy to spare, so I think Tilly can run more than not. We just have to make sure we get used to the timing for the jumps with galloping then. And more importantly, that's a first place for Alicia. That's really cool. Yeah, I'm glad that you can still place with the starter horses and win this. I think that's really, really fun. You just have to be really careful about it and not make mistakes. You have very minimal room for error. But that is awesome, and a lot of prize money too. We also completed a goal for that. Holy stinking moly, we have quite a lot of money. All right, well, in that case, I want to see about getting another horse here, because I've been checking on these guys to see if anybody looks good. I've kind of been eyeing Hildy here because she has an even better strength stat than Tilly does. Tilly has more endurance. Heidi's also quite good, but I don't think she's as good as Tilly is, though. And then Bento, of course. Bento's really good. Ooh, I'm pretty sure Bento is the horse that we bred Tilly to, actually. You know what? Yeah, why not? Let's go ahead and buy him. Really kind of fun. Keep the family together. He gets to see his baby. We'll go ahead and we'll buy him. He's going to need a lot of training, but the advantage of this is that we don't have to worry. He's a male. We don't have to worry about pregnancy times for competition. Now, I probably won't do much breeding. You can get a breeding center here, but when I was looking into it, when I was playing on my own, it wasn't very worth it in the demo, just because some of the upgrades are locked. So I'm probably just not going to worry about that here. But let's see which one. That's you, right, Bento? All right, you can go in with the others because you're gonna be doing active training, so you can hang out with the girls. I'll keep my horses on this side because I usually work with them quite a lot anyway, so I don't necessarily want them getting too tired. Oh, there's the sweet spot. He likes it on the head. That's so sweet. All right, I'm going to start Bento off the way that I always do with the lunge training. He's kind of average confidence right now, so it's probably going to be a little bit before he builds that up, but this is a pretty good way of doing it. Buddy, slow down. Oh, goodness. He might be a bit of a spirited one, though. All right, we've got his confidence most of the way up after a few rounds of training. I think it's going to take a few days to really get him up to his full potential here, but I might try to do his show certification sooner rather than later, because I think with his stats being as high as they are, he would be able to compete probably... Like, he'll probably be at a competition point long before he's finished actually maxing his stats out. So we probably will want to get him started on that in the very near term here. All right, it's day 15. Interesting, new tack and new clothes. Fiona was picked up successfully. What do we get? Oh, we probably got... Oh no, we have a... We have a new quest that we can't actually do. So win the championship. This we can probably get with Bento, because Tilly didn't actually have the ability to train to 90 strength, and we should have our full soon here. Now let's see. Oh, let's muck out real quickly, but I think that Tilly has actually progressed to the next stage of pregnancy here if we look. Yeah, okay, so this is the point when we're not going to be able to really work her beyond the occasional, oh yeah, she's already been, I forgot that we we have someone who's taking care of her each day, but we're not going to really be able to work with her now at this point, which is very fair, but we probably should still try to do some lunging exercises with her, because I have noticed that the pregnant horses tend to lose stats, and I don't know if you can really avoid that, and like, again, they put some pretty heavy restrictions on how much you can work them for very fair reason, but if we can try to get her a little light exercise, that might be a good thing. Now, I think that's Bento. We should go ahead and get him in shape as well, because we could probably enter him... Do we want to enter him in a competition today? Possibly. He has pretty good stamina, so he might be able to do it. But I think Alicia has one more day here before she is also going to need to go on reduced activity. So let's make sure that she goes in the shows today. And then I'm going to work with Bento a little bit really quickly, see if we can get his stats up a bit more, and possibly enter him in at least the beginner one as well. All right, Bento's... Oh... Alicia's considered overqualified. That's hilarious. I was gonna say Bento is at a point where he can now enter the Showjumping low competition, but I didn't know you'd be unable to enter the lower competition for winning the medium one. That's hilarious, actually. But we're gonna go ahead and we'll enter him into this. We'll have Alicia do the medium one. Bento's stats are not quite full, but they are already quite good. So I'm pretty confident he's gonna do all right. Oh, are we? Oh yeah. This is the first low level show first. I forgot that he's not in medium yet, because I think he's gonna do just fine when we get there. He has so much stamina already. First place easy. All right. Now, Alicia, we have to be a lot more careful with here. We want to make sure that she is very, very cautious about her stamina, because she cannot run that far, that fast, but we should be good. Oh, I think we might be good. Yeah, we're good. We can sprint it. 103 with no faults. That's second place. I will take it. I will definitely take it. That's not too bad. Now, if we look at our typical one here, we can't run Tilly on the harder lunging course, but I do want to try to run her on this one still. I don't know exactly what caused them to lose stats, but it did feel like when I played previously that they did lose a lot of stats during pregnancy. So I think doing a little bit of light lunge work here will hopefully help mitigate some of that, because once she's done being pregnant and once she has her foal and her foal is a little bit more grown, I would like to give her another chance at the competition. So ideally we don't want her to fall too far out of shape, because I'm not sure we'll have time to get her back fully up to her maximum before the demo ends. If not. All right, that was the end of Night's Day, it looks like, and our goals. We haven't completed that one. Oh, not just the shed anymore. Have the stable at stage 2 and build the fields and the breeding station. We can try to do that. Oh, and we have to find a lost phone, it looks like. So we might want to try to do a little bit of a trail ride here. But first things first, let's go ahead and get ready. I don't think that we're going to be able to compete with Alicia today because she was 1 day behind Titley in her pregnancy. Yep, there we go. So she's also going to be on reduced activity for a little bit. And that is fine, but we still will want to bring Bento to competition and see how he does, I think. He took things like a champ previously. Oh yeah, Tilly's already been cared for. Alicia doesn't need food, but you need a little bit of brushing before we head out. And that's probably an easy win for this one. Yep. No crazy good NPC times, but let's see how Bento does in the level 2 competition here, the medium one. So I'm trying to focus because we have to figure out how to take these jumps at a gallop. Now, I think he's going to be able to make this at top speed here, hopefully. Hopefully we're not going to have to slow down. We might a little bit, actually. I might take it a little bit easy in this middle section here. Darn it. The switching back and forth is always what gets me. Yeah, no, we might have to do it. We might have to slow down a little bit at certain points. Okay, so we definitely can't gallop as much as I thought we could, but that's still not a bad time. We just kind of beefed several things along the way. Oh, we got the well-trained horse skull, so that's pretty cool to see. Oh, and that's not included in the demo. That's fine, but I'm going to take Bento for a trail ride here. We can't take either of the mares at this stage of pregnancy, but this will hopefully help finish boosting his stats up anyway. And we'll see if we can find that. I think it was a lost phone. Keep an eye out for it. Oh, and there it is, it looks like. All right, can we pick that up? And we should be able to pick some apples along the way too, I think. Remember right? Yeah, there is a tree up here. Perfect, perfect. We've been doing more pets than treats, but that's fine. Now this of course is going to be where we eat dirt on a rock and lose all of our confidence if we're not careful. Oh no! Please tell me that's not an injury. Okay, no injury. That's good at least. But we might want to do a little bit more confidence training with him. That's fine. We can just put him back. Oh, we got the goal for finding the phone. We can just put him back on the lunge course again. That should be fine. He does well with that. Before we close out day 16, I am going to go ahead and upgrade the riding arena and just see what happens if we do that, because we do have quite a bit of income at present. So let's see. This should set us up for tomorrow. We can see just what exactly that entails. It looks like that was the end of Sento's stay, but let's see. This looks a lot more official. All right. Out of curiosity here, we can now do training 4. We can do cross-country training, which boosts endurance. Grid work? Oh my goodness. We might have to check some of these out. First, though, I think we're going to go ahead and make sure that we get our chores done, get everybody settled for the day, and probably do some competition, too, if we can. Uh-oh, why are you... Oh, my goodness. Oh, yeah, okay. Shoot, probably that's going to be true of both of the ones who are pregnant right now. Darn it! Yep, it sure is. All right, we're going to have to make sure that we give these guys some exercise today. Oh, yeah, you've already been cared for. All right, we've got a penalty, but overall that did pretty well. We got 53. That's still second place. All right, all right. Yeah, that's not too bad. That's really not too bad. I think if we keep at it, we can keep going, because you can see we didn't use up all of our stamina or our strength either in this, so that's good news for us. We just got to get a little bit more precise with hitting jumps at a gallop, because I did slow down for quite a few of them, but it was one of the ones where I didn't that I beefed it again. So. All right, we do have another schooling boarder that we can take on here. I think we will do that. Some of these names are quite funny, just to keep up the income a little bit. And maybe we will also take this as a chance to look at some of the new courses. Let's get your confidence up a bit first, though, ideally. All right, I went ahead and built the breeding area too, so we completed a goal for that, and it looks like Mowgli also finished his training. What do we have here? Oh, breed a foal. Well, fortunately, we should be able to achieve that on the following morning. Let's check and see if we have any boarders. Sure, we can take Viva. Let's go back. Let's see here. Let's make sure that we muck everything out. Okay, yeah, you can see too when we look at the pregnant horses here, they are losing stats, so we definitely do want to keep training them. I don't know if we'll be able to work with them at all when they have foals, but I guess we will see. Oh, let's get your feet ready because I would like to see if we can take you to competition. Before we do this, I am curious. We had this cross-country training. We did actually look at this with Grunty and it didn't go very well. But I want to try it with Bento because it's basically an extended stamina. You have a time limit and you have to jump over these obstacles. But Bento should be pretty good at that. I'm curious if a new competition is going to pop up or if that's just not demo material. Ow. Sorry, bud. That didn't look fun. Oh my goodness. What is it with those that makes them so difficult? No, oh my goodness. Oh, we got an abrasion from that. No. Here I thought this was gonna be easy. Well, at least we can treat that pretty easily enough. You just have to put a little medicine on it. I'm gonna try that again because I want to see if that's gonna make it pop up. Alright, we made it with one fall. That's not what I was hoping for, but I just want to see if that unlocked anything. No, it didn't. Okay, so that's just not in the demo, I don't think. I'm gonna do a lunge training with him though, just to, or maybe we can check grid work and see, because we just want to build confidence again. Okay, we have 45. Oh gosh. Oh, I don't like this. Oh, this scares me. Okay, we made it. Our confidence is back up. I'm not touching this again unless it's necessary, most likely. That was scary. So this is interesting. When we look at her endurance, we've exercised her several times and done training. It looks like she's not actually building anything up. So I might just let these guys free lunge because I don't think we're actually gonna be able to actually have them gain stats right now. Hopefully though that means that the stat decrease will clear up like it did with the exhaustion for Tilly. We can hope, but I don't think we can necessarily prevent it. Speaking of Tilly though, she has actually given birth, although it looks like we probably need to put more hay out. Ah, goodness. I don't have to fill this one now, and so sometimes I miss the other one, but we're good. Everybody should have food now. But let's go see her. Look at that! That's actually adorable, though. This little guy looks like almost a perfect combination of his parents. He's got the markings from Tilly here, but he has the color of Bento, because Bento is his dad, I'm pretty sure. That's so fun. We'll see Alicia's baby tomorrow, but that's so cool. And we've treated all of this. I think, yeah, Bento should be no longer hungry, though. We'll make sure to give him a little extra food. Oh, it wasn't that he didn't have hay. Okay, yeah, it was just that we exercised. All right, good grief. We've treated it. It's fine. We're good. Let's go ahead and make sure that we brush him too. That's the thing that always gets me is with all the different horses, sometimes when you work them, their hunger can drop. And if you work them a lot, their hunger can drop a lot, and so then that can be an issue. But yeah, look at this. Look at this. This is little Karis. That's so sweet. Oh, and it looks like that because we have our stable hand. Oh, he has a sweet spot too. That's so cute. Oh yeah, because he has a separate confidence meter. That's really cool. I didn't know we could raise this right now. Oh yeah, we should see his potential too. 89 and 90. Okay, so not quite as high as Tilly's. And I don't know if it's quite as high as Bento's either. The endurance is the same. Interesting. So I guess he kind of got a combination of them. He's definitely not got bad stats, but it isn't quite as high as I was hoping. But nevertheless, he's cute. We love him. Look at this sweet little guy. But because he is with Tilly right now, I don't think that's not correct, is it? That might not be correct unless leaving them with a stallion will cause automatic pregnancy. I don't know if that's a bug or a feature. It's not going to happen within the span of the demo, so we're not going to find out, I guess. Anyway, yeah, all right. So I don't think we're necessarily going to play until day 20 on this one, though, because Oh wait, a lot of potential. Breed a foal with 90 strength potential, 90 endurance potential. Oh, you have 89, don't you? Yes. Darn it, we were off by 1. All right. Oh yeah, no. Oh my god. So that we did get a notification for that. Apparently, if you do leave your mares with a stallion, then they will just get pregnant if they're not already. That is good to know. I thought you had to actually specifically breed them. Well, I don't know if this world is ever going to go past that point in the demo, because I would like to play this game more when it comes out. If you guys are interested in that, let me know, but I don't know if this world will be usable or if we'll have to start a new one, or how that'll all work if we do end up playing more. So yeah, noted. It does make sense, but I wasn't sure if that was going to be a feature or not. That said, though, this episode has gotten pretty long, so I think we are going to go ahead and wrap this up here for today. Once we do our competitions the next time, we'll have one more episode after this, because we are not quite done with this. There's quite a lot of content in this demo, even though it is only 25 days. There is quite a lot to do in this game, and I've had a lot of fun going through it. But for now, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed the episode. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I will see you guys next time. But until then, this is Jay, over and out.